Have you ever seen a much older man with a much younger woman? How about the other way around? Age gap couples are relatively uncommon, but they definitely exist, not just in cases of arranged marriage. Have you ever wondered why these partners choose each other? Are they happy in marriage? Well, Lee et al. Have found that overall, based on marital satisfaction, men and women in age gap relationships both prefer to be the older partner. And their marital satisfaction as the older partner is higher than in similar age couple relationships. However, it has been found that marital satisfaction declines faster in age gap couples, such that eventually the initial advantage is nullified. Lee et al. Suggested an interesting explanation. Age gap couples experience more difficulty during negative circumstances. For example, in the case of a financial crisis, they find it harder to agree on how to cut down on their expenses because they have greater personal differences. Following this line of thought, if we look at couples who have been married for a long time, we would expect age gap couples to experience more stress during financial crises compared to similar aged couples. Cortisol is a common biomarker of stress. Thus, this present research investigates levels of cortisol in age gap couples and similar aged couples. We expect to find that cortisol increases as age gap increases. This would reflect the higher stress that age gap couples experience in a financial crisis. The expected findings would validate Lee et al.'s findings from a neurobiological perspective. Most research on age gap in couples approach the topic from a social perspective, investigating things like satisfaction, commitment, and communication. The present study would be one of few to approach the topic from a neurobiological perspective, providing some objective quantification to the influence of age gap in romantic relationships. Future studies could expand the exploration by comparing couples who have been together for a short time versus a long time. There could also be investigation on the neurocorrelates of marital satisfaction and how they interact with cortisol. I believe this study would contribute to the understanding of marital relationships from the perspective of neurobiology.